On today's episode of Real Housewives of the White House, Trump had to choose between the American people that he made his whole campaign about, saying that he was going to look out for, or a billionaire. Guess who he chose? The argument was about the HB1 visas, and Trump had to either prioritize American jobs for the American people or siding with Elon Musk, who wants to hire highly skilled immigrants. Who did the billionaire side with? The American people or another billionaire? Ooh, this season is good, girl. Ooh, I need more popcorn.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video,
let's be clear about one thing right here, right now. What's happening with Elon and Vivek and the MAGA demographic is expected. Not this situation exactly, but what's occurring, to anyone with at least half a brain, knew this was coming. Elon Musk has been stomping around with Donald Trump for 8 months now, right? For the campaign, and has been hard on Donald Trump's side of anti-immigrants, wants to do mass deportation, even though he's an immigrant himself and he came here through shady means. But he wants to deport immigrants so that work can go back to the Americans. And then Vivek yesterday apparently made a comment that Americans are lazy and bad workers, and that a specific demographic of immigrants that are for tech are better, and that they need to come to America and work in the tech industry, or just outsource the work to them and not the Americans. And then Elon Musk just tripled down and was like, yeah, that's a cool idea. And now MAGA's getting mad like this was a surprise. Like, what did you expect out of a billionaire who also happens to make garbage electric trucks?
We have some major breaking news. The MAGA civil war is getting really bad for Donald Trump because some of his biggest, most loyal supporters are now turning on him. After Donald Trump came out in favor of H-1B visas, Jack Posobiec, who's one of his most ardent supporters, said on Twitter, quote, "Mar-a-Lago doesn't even use H-1B." And people in the comments are furious at Trump. This guy saying, "We will win this battle." Or this one saying, "It's upsetting Trump reverse direction on H-1B. This combined with the border wall were part of the main reasons I was a huge Trump supporter from the beginning." Or finally, this person saying, "I'm so upset that Donald Trump did this. He hid behind a hack reporter at a hack publication." I'm telling you, this MAGA civil war just continues to get worse for Donald Trump, his supporters, Elon Musk, and everybody involved. When you have people like this guy attacking Donald Trump, going after him, you know it's bad. You know there's something going on there that is not beneficial for them. I'll continue to say this, but please grab your popcorn because this is so entertaining to watch.
this is really going to be long. Of course, we are all going to grab our popcorn and wine to cheers to this, because if anybody had told them ahead of time that this was going to happen, I'm sure they would not believe it. This is another episode of We Told You So, because what? Elon Musk and this is people, oh my god. MAGAs did not expect this. They didn't see this coming. They all wanted, the whole deportation thing, but they didn't know there was other plans. Okay, yeah. Baby, tell us what is your plan right now. If you go to the street of Twitter, TikTok, all of those platforms where you're going to see MAGA, especially Twitter, it is getting hotter and hotter, because MAGA is always commenting, tagging. The ones you don't even expect them to say a word are the ones really saying the word. The conk MAGAs, they are the ones carrying this whole thing on their head. And trust me, this is delicious.
This MAGA versus tech right war, this unforced error by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, is a key opportunity to chip away at the MAGA base, because they are going to be very disillusioned to find out that their president was bought and paid for by the tech right, and so now has to answer to the tech right.
I had to jump out of my rabbit hole to say this. So, our new Department of Government Efficiency, the Dogecoin Club or whatever the hell, they're getting into it with the MAGA influencers, and the MAGA influencers, I guess, are being demonetized on Twitter. I don't know. I gotta go over there and check it out. I did a little bit of a skim. That's what brought me to TikTok to go down the rabbit hole. But okay, so they're into it because, of course, Elon Musk, the immigrant, and Vivek Ramaswamy, the foreign born, or I don't know if he's foreign born or whatever, because he was running for president. You can't be foreign born and run for president. But anyway, these two guys who are ethnically not what America, the MAGA party, wants for their leadership. These guys are saying that, we should be able to do the H1 visas, H1B visas, to import skilled labor to work at the tech companies and everything. Like, okay, valid, you know what I'm saying? Somebody goes to school and everything, like hire them or whatever. But this is why it's funny, is because these are the two clowns that Trump hired to defund the Department of Education. So these are the two clowns that are criticizing the American education system, right? And saying that America doesn't produce skilled labor because we're too worried about, he said, Saved by the Bell, Family Matters, and some other show that came out 30 years ago when I was a kid. And this is what's hilarious. They're going to, like, when Trump gets in office, they're going to literally defund our education department. But then they say that they should be able to hire foreign-born people to be able to come in and take over the skilled labor jobs. MAGA, were you worried about people coming over the southern border taking your jobs? They don't come over the southern border, babe. They fly in on a plane, supported on a visa by the country, and they're not going to let your kid go to college with any federal financial assistance. They're not even going to let your kid go to public school and collect a lunch, like eat while they're there, unless you pay for it. But they are going to import foreign-born people to take the jobs that you and your kids would have been qualified for had your education been subsidized by the government. And you know what? When we say, oh, these folks are racist and they operate like on a different mainframe, they're out of touch. It's get out of the victim mentality. See, black people, you have a victimhood mentality. There's no such thing as racism in this country. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. Like this you cannot script this type of entertainment. I'm about to go jump back in my rabbit hole, but I just had to pop out and say this real quick. Like, just search like Elon versus MAGA. This is prime. This is gold. And they're gonna take TikTok away from us, bro. This shit is so entertaining. This is crazy.
Elon Musk and his favorite neo-Nazis are having a falling out because he said, I need to get more foreign workers because the American education system hasn't produced the kind of workers I want. This might be because American workers have a better relationship with unionization and stuff like that, which is saying a lot because America sucks for that. But also just because tech is even more focused on in some of these foreign countries, and also because he wants to exploit them by holding their visas over them, essentially. And the neo-Nazis are like, but you can do that to Americans too. And he's like, I can't. And this is his own fault. He has built this idea of, promoting these terrible business practices, which now is backfiring because his fans want him to exploit Americans, but he can't, even though he wants to exploit Americans. He really does. And so he's going to try and exploit foreign people, which the racists don't like because they hate foreign people.
Wow. Anyway, I just hope that they end up, anyway, I don't even know what I hope for them anymore. I don't know what they want, but whatever they are all for, we are all here to cheer them on because that's what we are all here for. Because when everybody was telling them, oh, you're making the wrong, you're taking the wrong decision, you're making the wrong decision, they never believed it. They thought we are the ones making the wrong decision, right? They thought that people on the left who were telling them, oh, don't go this way, don't go to the right, vote Kamala. They never believed it. They thought that because it was a woman there was no need voting for a woman. They said she was not qualified. TP was qualified. This is a woman who had been a vice president. Like, she knows in and out of politics. She understands what is happening in there. But they said no, she can't be the next president. They prefer another person, especially the person who is promising them to deport undocumented immigrants and closing their borders, making sure that no more immigrants into the country. And right now, the highest supporter of them all is planning to bring in immigrants through the H-1B visa, and they are not having it. It is a lot. It is a lot of back and forth in Twitter. I be on Twitter. You can just go to Twitter and just search for Elion versus MAGA. You see a lot of things. Go to TikTok and search. You're going to see a lot and lot of people commenting, saying all manner of things about this whole government. Some of them are even regretting voting in the first place. We told you so, but you never believed it. You just wanted to do your own thing, and now you're finding it difficult to even admit the truth. Even though somehow you're saying the truth. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. But trust me, you need to get your popcorn. Like Harry will always say, get your popcorn. Drag your seat closer. Get your popcorn, because it's going to be a long ride. Okay? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Okay? If you're waiting like I am, let me know what you think in the comments. And please do well to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.